Welcome to Love Life After, where we embark on the beautiful journey of love, life, and resilience. I am Christelle, your host and friend on this exploration. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a cherished member of our family, thank you for being here. On this podcast, we'll share personal tales of triumph, heartache, and the incredible transformation that unfold after every challenge. So grab your favorite glass of wine, cup of tea, or coffee and find a cozy spot and let's dive into this magic of love, life, and everything that happens after the obstacle. And remember, your story is our inspiration, and together we'll navigate this journey ahead.
Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen, baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black
Are you
queen,
still thinking about starting your podcast? If your answer is still yes, look no further. I use Buzzsprout. If you're listening to this episode right now, just click the link in the description and it will send you to the site. You need to get equipment and a software to record with. You can use Audacity, or if you have a MacBook, you can use GarageBand. I use both. Once you record, just upload it on Buzzsprout to distribute through all your favorite platforms. And that's it. Happy podcasting. Remember, click the link below and it will take you straight to buzzsprout.com. Welcome back to Love Life After. I am Christelle.
And I'm Belinda.
Hey girl, hey. So last week we ran out of time, but our guest is back. So if you have not listened to the episode from last week, go ahead and listen so you can go and learn a little bit more about our guest. Before I let her introduce herself, I just want to remind everybody to continue those self-love, self-positive mindset thinking, and just remember to always put yourself first. So here she is. I'll let her introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tiffany Longs, also known as Classier Than You'll Ever Be. That's me, the beauty therapist.
Welcome back, Tiffany. It's nice to have you back. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so I know we kind of like jumped on into like a whole different. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be topic, but it was a whole different topic. But so yeah, let's talk about let's talk about your business. I want to know more about your business. So how do you balance your personal life and your business?
That's actually a really good question. To say that I don't really have a personal life is a lie. I just don't really talk about it. But to be perfectly honest with you, because I spend a lot of time in meditation, my business and here's another thing too. I don't have a lot of people in my home, and I do my services out of my home. And so when I go out and do things, I go out into the world and spend time with friends or go to their house and things like that.
Okay, a quick question real quick. You say you do most of your service at home. Was that something that was recent? Because I remember you recent. Opened, didn't you open?
Oh, girl.
Okay. So, okay, yeah. What happened? If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
No, we can talk about it. It's okay. And here's the thing. All praise be to the Most High Power. I never talked about what happened, about anything on social media and told any of those stories. And I told the Father, when the time is ready, time is right for me to discuss my journey in business, I will discuss it. And so you asked me, and I'm going to be honest with you because there's nothing to hide, but I did have a grand opening in June 2022 here in Garner, and I was renting a spot. Now, I won't talk about the name of the woman or the spot, but I was renting a spot from her. She asked me what I can afford to pay. I told her I couldn't afford it. I told her because I was just starting out, I could roughly pay about $500 for a space. Now, it's a beauty salon. It's not an aesthetic suite. So the space were very open, and I was currently waxing at another at a corporation, so I wasn't offering wax services. But what I was doing was bridal makeup, lashing, and facials, and so I set the stations up according to those three services, and it was like I was paying my rent on time, and she's asking me, am I going to be renting out the spaces that I'm using? And I said no, like the spaces are set up. I asked if I can paint. She said yes. I asked initially if I can paint white, but when I went to Lowe's, I found the Royals purple. And so I painted purple, but because she told me I could paint, I just assumed that it was okay. That was an issue. Me having clients in the evening, she would just stop by, turn off the lights and all the equipment. And, we're women and it's dark. I actually ran around the house. I ran home to get some personal things right quick because the salon was literally 2 minutes from the house. But I left the light on because my client was coming from work and it was 8 o'clock and it was in the fall. And I didn't want her in the parking lot at dark without any lights on in the salon. I pull up first and it's completely pitch dark. Everything. And then she's calling me and she was like, you got these lights on and I ain't paying the bill and da 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 da. It was, just a very hostile situation. So I was there for 3 months and then she said she wanted to have a conversation with me. And I knew it was, I prayed too. I was in prayer and I said, Father, if she's calling me to tell me I need to pay more money, I'm just okay to move out. I'm just okay to move out. And she did. When I got there, she was like, oh, you already know what this is about. And I was like, And she was like, I'm going to need you to pay more money. And I was like, well, how much are you thinking? And she was like, I'm going to need you to pay 8. And I said, and I'll be out by the end of the month. I had already paid my rent for that month. I said, I'll be out by the 1st of October. And she was like, oh, well, I thought you was going to negotiate. I was like, nope, I'll be out. And then she was like, oh, well, that little bit of money was helping me out. It's okay. I'll move out. And so I was transitioning in my home. My daughter and her boyfriend were moving out and the house would just be mine. And so I told God, I said, well, Lord, you gave me a house. Then my house will become my business. And I will just poach up and, take my clients here. It's literally around the corner from the salon. So the people are not going far anyway. And I'll just continue to lash and do facials and in the home. And then 3 months after that, I found a salon in North Raleigh that was renting a space for $500. And I actually took that space. So then I was trying to build my clientele in North Raleigh and in Garner. And that was another salon sweet nightmare because this woman, I don't know for sure, but based off of her actions and behaviors, she was acting as if we rented from her, we were her employees. And she was trying to dictate, services and times of operation. And there was like a constant reiteration of, I'm a standalone business. I rent a space, but Royal and Tiffany is separate from you and yours. She did not like my assertiveness nor my forward speaking. And I always say boundaries are not beefs, and being assertive is not being rude. If I'm just communicating clearly to you what it is, that's not me being nasty. That's actually me being more nice to you than being passive aggressive, which I do not appreciate. But she didn't appreciate that. And I just kept pioneering through it. And I was like, I really need this space just in case they board come in. But unfortunately, I lost my job in January. And so the dynamics of everything changed. Now, here's wisdom. In November of last year, God told me it was time. And I said, oh, but my bills, but the salon, it was all of this stuff. And then come 2 months later, I'm being fired. And my manager at the time, it was some chumped up charges. And I was vindicated, all praises. Jesus dropped the charges. When I went to appeal my unemployment and we went before an arbitrator, it was found that I was wrongfully terminated. But I had been going through that for months. And so it was just becoming a financial burden to keep the house and the salon in North Raleigh. And I just told the young lady, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to continue. There's things going on this side. And she was being kind of nasty about it. Well, that's why in December, I asked you can do it. I said, I've been paying my rent on time faithfully for 9 months. So you asking me in December has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. I instructed her that it would be beneficial for her to take some soft skills class, some management classes, some salon suite classes. If she didn't, her business would never win. She would always fail. And I just wished her luck and told her she'd be all right, and I'll talk to her later. And so at that point, I just closed that door, and I've been operating in my home ever since. And it's been, nobody has an issue. It's set up really pretty, you know.
Yeah, because even your salon, like the one in Garner, I remember seeing it. I think I messaged you when I saw it. It was so cute. Because I was watching the news. I was doing my client's hair.
Yeah.
And then there you popped up on the news. Like they showed the videos. Everything was so cute in there. I was like, I know her. Then I text you and said, congratulations on your new salon.
Did.
Wow, I did not know. I did not know all of this. That's crazy.
I was only there for. I know. So maturity tells you.
Like, because you spent so much money in there just to get it running, and then that happened. Wow, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know.
Yeah, I pray that I don't have to go through that. But yeah, sorry. I know we keep getting off topic, but I love it. I love sharing more and more.
Just talking about life.
I know, but yeah, what we were talking about, I was asking you your balance before we got off topic.
Yes. So, I do keep work and home life separate. And like I said, I meditate a lot. So when my people come in, it's a clear space for them. They don't feel the pressures of my life unless they ask, then I share. But I also think that it brings humanity. You know, it's not like I'm some robot. I'm a human as well. And I make sure that I actually do play. I travel. I eat well. I dress nice. And I go to a lot of events. And so that's how I work really hard. Like, I work really hard. And I sleep, too. And so I used to always say I take my time off the top. And right now in this season, I'm learning to say no.
Yes.
Like any time robbers, no.
Yeah. Good for you.
No.
I'm there now.
Yeah.
I'm there. No, sorry, can't do it. No. I love it. Best feeling ever. Yeah. What about you? Do you Belinda? Are you the no phase? Are you there yet?
I'm definitely in the boundaries phase, you know, and when you start placing boundaries, people take it very personal, right? They make it about them, not realizing that me not wanting to be in your space right now isn't necessarily about you. It's about what I need, right? So you will lose a lot of people, but anyone who's so quick to walk away is just not my people.
Yeah, so they're not meant to be there.
Yeah, so boundaries they can be uncomfortable for someone who's always used to either saying yes or like, yeah, I'll be there, yeah. But now my energy is so important because you're not going to ruin that, you know, meditation I did, that, you know, relaxing I did, that, you know, mindset I've been working on changing, that, you know, closeness to God I've been working on. No.
Yeah. See? You're there, girl.
If I feel like I'm going to be in any, like, I've literally had to turn down places where people are like, well, that's selfish of you. You're not going to go and show up for this person. I can do that. I can show up for that person, right? But what is that going to do to me in return? It's going to mess me up because I'm not in a place that I can be put in that right now. You know, so if they translate it as I'm not trying to show up or be there for them, you know, I'm sorry, but that's on them right now. For me, protecting my peace, my energy, this is what I need to do for me. So I'm so much nicer to me now than I've ever been. And thank God to for the boundaries, because girl, I'm nice to everybody, but I was not always nice to me. So now it's like I gotta be nice to me, and I gotta, if it's uncomfortable for me, I'm not gonna make you happy. I'm gonna stand my ground and keep my peace.
I love that for you. I am so proud of you because I've been talking to you about setting boundaries for years. So I'm very, very
nice
proud of you.
She's always saying, be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself grace.
Yep, I know that's right. I love that for you. It's nice to meet you, Belinda, with the boundary.
Thank you. Anyone listening right now, there's so nothing wrong with that. There's such a peace that comes with that, and like really just like loving yourself to where you know how to say no and place those boundaries. The peace is amazing. Like, I encourage you guys to try it.
Yeah. You know I do.
That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful.
Boundary, people be probably saying you're mean. If you have boundaries, you place it on people. If you're, like you're stern, you're assertive, you're mean. You're, A what? You're a B what?
Right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I know that's true though.
People have bad boundaries, like, and they don't understand that there are such thing as good boundaries. There are such thing as bad boundaries. There's a good empath. There's a pure empath. There's a dark empath.
Healthy boundaries.
Yeah, healthy boundaries. And when someone is not willing to meet you where you are, but they have an expectation for you to go the mile all the way for them, that's a problem.
Right.
So, okay, Belinda, I need you to give me $100. That's what I want from you. I want $100. But realistically, your bank account, your financials, you can only give me 10.
Right.
And you're not denying me that, but that's the help that you're able to give me in this moment. Right. And then it's my responsibility to do what I need to do to get the other 90. No, I'm not gonna work for the 90. Give me the 100. Nah, you raggedy, you this, you that.
That's true, though.
I needed to pay a light bill and Belinda wouldn't give me no money.
You're selfish. You don't show up.
That's right. You selfish. You got a husband. You got a husband.
Yo, don't you hear when people say that? I've been through that when people were telling me, well, you got a husband. It's just me. I work for my husband. I work for what I got. So you need to do the same. I can't just keep giving and giving and giving. My client actually we just had a conversation about that where she was saying how her brother kept like, give me. And then she's been giving. And now when she like, no, I can't give you no more after looking through her Cash App. And she's like, yo, like I give you a lot of money this year alone and I ain't getting nothing back in return. So she said, no, he don't talk to her no more. I said, deuces. Girl, isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. My daughter don't talk to me right now because she asked me if she could move in with me at the end of May, and I said no. And I meant that. She got 2 kids. Now here's what's wisdom. I knew she couldn't live with me. However, I diligently sent her applications for low-income housing. I sent her work from home jobs. I encouraged her to do what she needed to do. She was in a domestic violence situation. I told her if we get you into a battered woman shelter right now, they will rapid rehouse you. You will not have to worry. They will help place you. You can move out of the apartment that you cannot afford without the young man, and you and the girls will be fine. And then it was a no. What are you going to do? Because you don't make enough money to keep the apartment on your own. Oh, I'm just going to live here until they put me out. I said, sweetheart, that's not going to work. You have 2 children. So you have to think about if you have an eviction on your record, you and your daughters will not have a place. So this is 6 months of me going back and forth with her, sending her resources, working with her. And then the day before she's scheduled to leave her apartment, Mom, I just want to know if I can come stay with you for 2 months to get on my feet. I've done everything in my power so that I can find an apartment, but it's not working out. But you and I both know that is not true. You didn't do anything that I instructed you to do. I kept asking you questions. You didn't have any answers to them. And you're 25 years old with 2 children. So I said, unfortunately, in this season of my life, I cannot take you in. And she went on Facebook and called me everything but the child of God. And I said, touche.
Wow. I'm proud of you because I know that could be very hard because you're a parent, but doing that and sticking to your boundary and sticking to your standard, well, yeah, um, it will teach her to be a
And
stronger
help her.
person and
Yeah.
help her a lot.
Dude,
She
I
may
have so
not see it
many clients.
now and she may not realize it now, but eventually she will. And I'm
I have
sorry
so
that
many clients.
happened, but I mean, wow.
Listen, I have so many clients in their 50s,
Mm-hmm.
in their 60s, who live with grown children, or grown children live with them,
Mm-hmm.
30s, 40s, driving their car, tearing up their house, eating up food, won't wash dishes, won't take out trash. And all praise be to the Most High, I
Mm-hmm.
recognize the pattern. I'm not helping her. I'm not helping any of them by enabling them to be less than who they are called to be.
Right.
And when I was her age, I didn't have a mother. My mom passed away. And I have 4 kids and a husband that I had to take care of. And my husband wasn't an adequate husband. He was a child as well. And so I'm out here, and I'm not saying what was good for me is good for her. However, the system was different. I didn't even have anybody to go to. You have the support, but you do not want what I'm able to give you.
Right.
You want me to give you what you want. And now I'm the bad guy because I'm only going to give you what I'm capable of giving you in this season.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Oh, this was a whole message for me. It was such a message for me. My right ear was literally ringing. So,
all praises.
All praises for real. Yo, this is crazy. You know, this is why I love doing this because you don't never know what's going to come out of somebody, mouth. And you don't know that you may need to hear what the person's going to share. But just like you sharing, look at Belinda, like she like, oh my God, this is like a message for me. And just sharing that, like it's going to help so many people just like listening and be like, oh my God, this is me. I'm experiencing this with my child or my mother or, my friend. So like talking about things like that is very important for us to like be able to like be open with each other because we're women, like, and the only thing we can do is be honest with each other and be authentic, and we could help somebody out.
Right. I want to piggyback on that. We're women, right? Mm-hmm. Even though we're mothers, we're humans first. Yep. So we got to have boundaries too. We have to have like our own thing too. Yep. So I feel like kids, young adults, especially as they're getting older, really have to understand that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Absolutely. Like just because we're mom, just because, we're aunt or this and that doesn't mean that, we can't say no. Yes, we can. Mm-hmm. We don't always have to be there. We're there when we want to be, and that's okay.
Right. Amen. Y'all think we shared a lot today? Like, I feel like we shared so much.
To do like a part 2 in a couple weeks, and then we can talk about some other things. Okay. That's up to you.
All right. So before we do end that, huh?
Can you share her businesses with us?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. Oh yes. So as I stated, I just rebranded. So my business was Royal Lash Beauty Bar and Boutique, but now it's Eximus Bella, which is exquisite beauty. In the Latin, is translated as exquisite beauty. And the business model is changing because we're working on adding the shamanic healing along with the full body work and the waxing, the facials. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Some of it still says Royal Lash because I'm in the process of rebranding. And then my motivational speaker page, my public figure page, is Classier Than You'll Ever Be. And that's on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
She said classier than you will ever be.
Ever be.
And she's talking about herself, not you, okay?
You too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about yourself, like meaning classier than you will ever be, like your past self, right?
Yes, yeah, and still growing every day, still evolving. Yes. It really is a mindset. It's an attitude. Mm-hmm. So we're building the classier you. I just published my purification journal. That's on Amazon. Yay. You can find that on Amazon. I'm gonna try to get it into the coffee shop in Durham as well.
Oh, nice.
The Black Gold one downtown, and that was huge for me because I created an event. It's called the Esther's Experience, where we do purification. We do beauty treatments, but we also talk about hanging our Hamans. And in the book, it's Haman wasn't a Gagite who sought to destroy the Jews in Persia. And so our Haman's modern day is insecurities and traumas. Anything that comes up in your life that seeks to exalt itself against the knowledge of God and who you are. So any insecurity that speaks to your mind, any trauma that speaks to your soul, we hang that at the Esther's Experience. And one of the things we do is we have all the women write down an insecurity and the trauma and put it in a big bowl. And we say today we're going to hang our Hamans, and we have women pull the trauma out. And if it was their trauma, they put it back. And if it's not, they'll read it out loud. And then all of us will work the wisdom on what we've experienced, what we understand, or what we've seen according to that trauma to invoke healing. A lot of times, we hold our traumas in. We hold our insecurities in. These things cause cancer, arthritis, headaches, migraines. And we don't understand the power of speaking to release it, put it in the atmosphere and let it go. And so we do this as a group. At the end, the women come together, we wash each other's feet, and then they do their beauty treatments, whether it be a facial and hand treatment, things like that. And we have food, of course. And so the journal goes along with that experience. And it encourages women. There's affirmations in there, prayers in there, reflection time, and it's scriptures from the book to encourage you in love and in wisdom and in understanding as you go on your personal purification journey. And that's being purified from your inner child trauma, your pain, molestation, abuse, alcoholism, addiction, whatever it is. That's the purpose of the journal. And it's $20 on Amazon or $15 if you get the PDF so you can print it yourself. And so I just published that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you do self-publish?
I self-published.
Good job. Good for you.
Yes.
Yay.
I did.
That's good. That's amazing. I need to contact you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll send you one. Actually, did you know you can send a book anywhere in the United States for only $5?
What do you mean?
Like when you do it through the the US UPS, what is it? United States Postal Service?
USPS?
Yes. You can send it's called a book fee, and you can send a book anywhere in the world for $5. In the United States for $5.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I did not know that. That's good to know. Wow.
That's really good.
Yeah, Belinda's actually in a process of, hopefully hers will be out before mine. But she's in a process.
I'm just for the publishing company now to release it,
whatever it is.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. My book is called "Transforming Your Mindset: 30 Days to a More Positive You." So every single day, it's really encouraging you to think the best about yourself, to think positively about yourself, and really pouring into yourself.
But yeah, definitely send me the link to yours.
Yes.
And I'll definitely support.
Yes. And when you guys' books release, please send me the link as well. And then I have Wisdom and Flow, which is my women's group. But we can use that. It's a book club, but we don't be talking about no books, y'all. But we can actually start with you guys' books.
And then Belinda and I are actually thinking about, we're not thinking, we're gonna have a retreat next year. We're planning a retreat, so
it's
hopefully
gonna be a women's retreat is gonna be amazing. Amazing. We're really gonna invite women to come, and you're gonna be able to spend a few days with us and just release any kind of stress, negativity. Your kids stressing you, your man stressing you, your job stressing you. We're going to leave it at that location and come back feeling like the best version of ourselves.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, so Tiffany, thank you again so much for joining. Thank you for sharing yourself with us. We love you. We hope you could come. I would love for you to come back, and share
I
more.
Connected with you on Instagram, by the way. I'd love to collaborate with you and maybe refer some of my clients to you. So,
yes, ma'am. Is it on the Classy Than You'll Ever Be page?
Yes.
Okay.
So Coach Bell Rise.
please forgive me. I've reached my maximum amount of people I can follow. So I didn't know this until a couple weeks ago when I was at an event trying to follow people. Instagram won't let me follow nobody no more. But I will
TikTok.
follow you. I will follow you on TikTok and my Xmas Bella, which is on Instagram. And so you'll be able to connect with me there. And on Facebook, you can connect with me.
Perfect. I'll do that.
Instagram is Nazi. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But no, we just heard that the second, like the last guest said the same thing. She's unable to follow anyone back either.
Why are you putting a control on how many people I can follow?
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, 7,500 people is the cap.
Yeah, that's. I didn't know that.
Girl, me either.
Oh wow. Okay, well that's good to know. I don't think I'm anywhere near that.
Same here.
I am.
You don't have the same problems.
No. So yeah, again, do you have any last word of advice for anybody who's on a spiritual journey or just about business? Anything that you want to, leave out? Any advice? Last word?
Yes, ma'am. So business is spiritual as well. And I think it's just the best advice I can give is to take time out to understand who you are as a person, away from your programming or what people tell you are or what you've been taught in education. There is a part of you that needs to be released. That's the authentic you. And most of the time, we don't even know who or what that is. So please, if you are on any type of journey, in order for you to get started, you gotta kind of know who you are so you can know where you're going. So please take the time to get to know you apart from relationship, business, education, who you are from the core.
That's a really good advice. Yes. Get to know you first before you can move on to anything. That's amazing. Thank you. Belinda, any advice you want to give today?
Just to add on also and piggyback on what Tiffany said is, if you are struggling to get to know you, to, even understand what you like or what you don't like, there is nothing wrong with reaching out, to a coach. That's what I'm here for. Honestly, I love to help people discover their potentials, their strengths, even work on their weaknesses, whatever it is. Like, consider me part of your team. I want you to do better, be better, think better. So reach out to a coach. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, Coach Bell Rise, and you can go to my website, coachbellrise.com. So reach out. We're here to help. Please, please, please. That's what we do. That's my purpose. And I would love to help anyone who's, trying to discover themselves, rediscover themselves, and just be their best selves.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say in order, to piggyback off of that, like, find something that lights you up. When you find something that lights you up, something that makes you happy, through it, you will find your purpose. Yes. That's just all I want to say. Yeah. But yeah, with that being said, again, thank you guys so much for listening. We love and appreciate everything, all your support, and we cannot wait to come back. And Tiffany's going to come back again one time, either this season or next season. Season 10 is going to be amazing because I'm just so excited. But yeah, with that being said, please continue to do those affirmations, those positive self-talk. Make sure you're focusing on yourself with everything we, talked about with Belinda, giving her advice. Reach out to her if you need her. Tiffany, get her book on Amazon, y'all. Go ahead and get her. It's a study. So make sure you get that. And if y'all have any question for either one of them, they left their stuff and I will put it in the description box too as well. So you can reach out to them. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. We're still trying to work on our YouTube channel, so I would love for y'all to follow us and support us, and make sure you click the link if you want to support us in any way possible. Thank you guys. Bye. With that being said, thank you so much for listening. We hope you join us next time as we embark on this journey of self-discovery, healing, and building connection. Together we'll explore the depth of love, the complexity of life, and the limitless possibility that await us on the other side of adversity. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, please email us at lovelifeafter18@gmail.com or hit us up on our Instagram at love.lifeafter. We would love to hear from you and hope you let your story become our inspiration. Peace. See you next time.